Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunday's show. It is Valentine's Day, or as Spider would like to say, Singles Awareness Day. And welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. The last time I saw you guys was on Wednesday. And you guys don't know this, but that was a kind of a hectic day for me. So if I wasn't at my best on Wednesday, please forgive me. I had just gotten in from a trip, and I literally went from like traveling to here. So today I feel much more relaxed and rested, and hopefully everything will go well. I have my beautiful assistant with me, Erica. She's being a trooper and spending Valentine's Day with us rather than with her husband. So thank you, Erica. I appreciate the sacrifice. Yeah, it sounds like you don't like your husband. She likes her husband very much. They're actually honeymooners, which is super sweet. But she's just being a trooper for me. Like I said, Erica is a great wing woman, and let me tell you, she's a great wing woman, much to the chagrin of whatever she has to sacrifice to be here for us. So let's give she has good wings. She's got good wings. So welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are doing well. How has your day been? I'm just imagining, you guys, that most of the people on this stream are probably going to be singles. I'm just assuming because most people who are in relationships are going to be like doing other stuff rather than watching a live stream. But for you guys, I'm really happy to be here with you guys today. You can all be my Valentines. I'll be your Valentine. Let's get going. I have my coffee, so I'm ready to go. I am well fed. Thank you, Spider. He always checks on me every before every show to make sure that I've eaten, because I forget to eat sometimes. And then I get starving in the middle of a show and I'm like, ugh. So he reminds me to eat. So who's here tonight, Erica? Let me know who's in the comments. Erica's going to be reading the comments, you guys, because I'm legally blind for anybody that's new. Okay, welcome, guys. Welcome. Alia, Sharkjaw, and Robert. Welcome, Erica. Thank you also for being here. And we pulled it together. We're here today on Valentine's Day. Welcome. So, I want to say to you guys that if you guys have any suggestions for pick a card readings, if there's anything that you want me to do or to cover, all you need to do is comment below. If there's a specific deck that you want me to use, then bless you. If there's a specific deck that you want me to use, then definitely you can suggest that as well. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Sunday is a more cool, chilled out vibe. Bless you. Next week, we're going to be having a fun meditation that's designed all around knocking down the negative like blockages in your life. And I have that ready to go. But for now, we're just going to be having a lot of fun. Bless you. Ooh, my cup. You can see the lipstick on my cup. Ugh. More color. For anybody who cares, I am wearing Anastasia liquid lipstick in, I can't see what color it is, but it looks like that. And I'm wearing Buxom lip gloss in, I think the color is Claire. I want to say Claire. It looks like that. That is what I'm wearing. And if you care, on my nails, I'm wearing Deborah Lippmann in the color Wow. We're silvery tonight. We're all silvery. I know I'm a beauty person. Not everybody is. But if you care, there you go. Bless you. That's okay. You can't help. You can't hold in a sneeze. If you try to hold in a sneeze, the back of your head explodes. I don't know if that's a fact. Your heart stops and then you fart. There's a lot of medical misinformation going on in this show. We don't do medical readings for a reason, because we don't know things. We don't know medical things. Guys, I'm so sad. JT, welcome to the stream. Bless you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you guys hear Erica? Erica, say something. Hopefully they can hear you. You guys might not be able to hear her. The sound might be a little weird. So if the sound is weird, guys, please forgive me. I just can't fix it right now because we're in the middle of a show. But Erica's here. She's fielding all your comments to me. So even if you can't hear her voice, know that she's here. I can hear her. So as long as I can hear her, that's part of the plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a fun reading. We're going to do a reading. We're using these little fairy tale cards because I think these are just super duper cute. I love them so much. And it's going to be about where you're going to be next Valentine's Day. I think that this is a fun idea I just came up with 5 seconds ago, and we're going to do it. Again, you guys absolutely can totally suggest any pick of cards. This is a very fluid thing. Even if you guys have any topics, questions, not personal questions, but like questions in general, like, oh, what about, angel numbers, or what about this or that, things like that, or even questions about love and dating. What'd you say, Erica? Yeah. I'm sorry, guys, that you cannot hear Erica. I think the problem that we're having is that usually her and I are in two different mics, and I had this whole system crash on me last week. If you guys watched last week, I had a green screen behind me. I didn't have my fancy setup like I do right now, and the sound is just not mixing properly. So, you guys, Erica and I are on the same mic, and I didn't think for some reason that was going to be a problem, but it is, because I think instead of going into the software, it's just going into my ear. So just, she's here. She's going to be feeding me the comments that you guys make. So just know she's here. If anybody gets confused, you guys can help out in the comments. And again, let's see how we go. That coffee is delicious, man. It is so good. It tastes so good. I love that. It's called Peace Coffee. That's the brand. Not sponsored or anything. And it's from Peru. It's Peruvian coffee. I like my coffee strong. All right. We're getting this reading together, guys. We're getting this locomotion on the road. And this is where you're going to be next Valentine's Day. I think that this is a very interesting thought to think. Now, whatever happens in this reading, just know that you have free will. And if it's something that you don't like, just know that you can change that. This is just a look ahead so that you can then adjust and do what you need to do to kind of either solidify it or, to change it. The purpose of going to a psychic, honestly, is to get a reading and then adjust your life accordingly. So, like, if you go and you get a reading and you don't like what they say, then you just make the changes. I'm sorry. There's like a little fuzzy thing here, and it's just annoying me in my soul. Okay, here we go, guys. We have 1, 2, 3. Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Here we go. These are the cards for you guys. So, wait, did I do that right? I didn't do that right. Did I do that right? Deck number 1, 2, 3. Let me know if I'm going backwards, because I feel like I'm going backwards. But anyway, deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. That's how we're going to do this. So, choose your deck. Don't stress about it too much. This is all, just for some introspection. Erica, are there any comments I need to know about? Diana, happy Valentine's Day. All right, that's it. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Oh, that's cool. He loves Doctor Who. All right. Well, let me just tell you, whoever chose deck number 1, Get ready for it because next Valentine's Day, you will be in a committed relationship. Not only a committed relationship, but a very good committed relationship. Look at this. This beautiful little card here, this loving couple. And then again, you have this here, the stars, which show like all this beautiful universal energy pushing this forward. And look at this. Looky here. Looky here. A ring. This is definitely a good reading if you are single right now, or if you have a crush or a boo or whatever. May not be that you're with that person, but you are definitely going to be in a relationship, not only just a relationship, but a very loving, deep, committed relationship next Valentine's Day. Deck number 2. Let's see what's going on for you next V-Day. Deck number 2, I feel like you are going to be in a relationship next year, but it will be more like a little bit more budgeting. What's the right word? Budding. That's the word. It's going to be a relationship that's really positive, a blessing, but it'll be more like a beginning of a relationship or something that's just kind of taking off. So what I'm getting here is this clover. Guys, you can't see that because it's green. Sorry about that. But this is a green clover. And that represents luck. It represents blessings. It represents positive energy. This tree, which represents planting roots. Again, you guys can't see that because it's the green screen. But this tree represents something that's budding, growing, blooming, planting roots and growing. And then this beautiful lady is also a representation of like this new opportunity, this new person. And this lady is, very beautiful. She's very young and she's very spirited, and it shows just like a new energy, a really fun, positive energy. So what it shows me is that you will be in a relationship next Valentine's Day, but it'll just be like a more of a newer relationship, whereas the first one is a little bit more of an established, committed relationship. Deck number 3. Let's take a sip of coffee here because I feel like the first 2 were so good. I'm a little nervous about deck number 3, you guys. Let's see deck number 3. Whew. All right. Here we go. Deck number 3, I'm not feeling like you're going to be in a relationship next year. I kind of feel like you're going to be dealing with like a breakup around Valentine's Day next year. It could be a permanent breakup or it could be a temporary breakup. It's hard for me to tell if I'm not talking to you specifically, but I am feeling like there's going to be a breakup and you're going to be kind of mending the loss around that time. So I feel like a relationship that has come and gone. That's the sense that I get. And like again, I'm feeling like these crossroads here, and I feel like that's about like, are we going to get back together, are we going to stay apart? And you may be trying to figure out what you want to do at that time. This mice, I feel like this represents like multiplying negative thoughts and like stress and I guess a lot of feelings about this relationship and what to do about it. And this bear, I feel like this represents in a way kind of responsibilities. And I think that maybe that you're trying to choose between like what's the responsible thing to do and what's going to be like the best thing to do or the thing that's going to make you the happiest. So that is what I got with that reading. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully you chose deck 1 or 2. If you did if you did choose deck number 3, then just know that things can always change. You get this as like a warning. You may be able to work on your relationship, fix it, resolve some of the issues before you get to that point. But if you do find yourself at that point, just know that you can always do things to make your life better, make your life more improved. Erica, do I have any comments that I need to know about? Did I lose her? Did I lose Erica? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Are you smooching your husband at the time when you're trying to do my show? You guys putting me on mute and smooching in the background. I know everything. No, that's okay. Are there any comments that I need to? Oh, that's a good one, Sharkjaw. Sharkjaw, I like that idea for a reading. That's a really good one. So, Sharkjaw, we're going to do that reading in a minute. So, I want you guys to choose what deck you want me to use for that, what signs the universe is trying to tell you. Do you guys want to use the spellcast? No, we're not going to use spellcaster. Do you guys want to use the Moonology deck? Or do you want to use this other deck, which is the Heal Yourself deck? So which deck are you guys interested in? Let me know which one you guys want to use. And the reading is going to be about, what the universe is trying to tell you, what signs the universe is trying to tell you. I think that's a really good idea. I love when you guys suggest stuff because a lot of times you guys will think of stuff that I don't think of. While we're waiting for those votes to come in, and don't worry, you guys, we're going to do our first giveaway soon. I just want to give time for those votes to come in. We're going to play with these cards. Yeah. Which... Diana said, Miss Davis, you're on duty. You are on duty. Okay. So far, we have a lot of votes for the Moonology. We shall see. We shall see what happens. You guys all have a voice. Cast your vote. Cast your voice. And they probably can't hear you. Just so you know, Erica's... Can they or can't they? Oh, can they? Hopefully they can hear you. Who knows? Okay, so we're going to use Moonology for the next reading. So here we go, guys. We're going to do this real quick. This is our fun pick a card. These are my... I always forget what these cards are called. They're Making Magic, Manifesting Your Dreams. So these are really fun cards to help you figure out your next, your path in life or what you need to be doing. We are going to do a more full-fledged version of this with the Moonology cards in a second, but I thought that these would just be fun to pull out in the meantime. So 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Choose your card. All right, let's go. All right, whoever chose deck number 1, it is Star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. So what you need to manifest is work on manifesting those miracles into your life. Work on asking the universe for what you want and asking the universe for help. Second thing is Goddess. Anybody who chose deck number 2, healing feminine energy. So if you are if you chose deck number 2, you need to focus on bringing in, evoking that feminine energy, that divine energy. So I think what that means is more nurturing and taking care of your emotional side, your emotional needs. And the last thing is protection. Strong protective, sorry guys, my eyes. Strong protective magic for family and friends and the home. So it's about just thinking about, doing what you can do, focusing on protecting your house. Whether you want to do sage, whether you want to do sea salt, whether you want to do candles, whatever you want to do that makes you feel good about keeping your home protected. There's so many different crystals and things that you can buy to help you with that. So we're going to do the reading that Sharkjaw suggested, but before we start that, I want to do our first giveaway of the night. So here we go, guys. Here are the rules. They're down below, but I'll tell you anyway. You have to be over 18. You have to be in the United States, and you have to subscribe to this channel. As long as you do those things, you can enter the giveaway. And I have a card right here, you guys. Did I show it to you? There you go. Right here. This is the card. Erica knows the answer, so when she sees the winner, she will call it out to me. But whoever is the winner, whoever is the first person to correctly guess what this card is going to win 10 minutes with me to speak with me. So there you go. Ten minutes psychic reading. It's Valentine's Day, but we don't go that way. Exactly. All right, guys. So get your answers in to win that. And then we're going to use the Moonology cards. Where are my Moonology cards? These cards are so beautiful, you guys. I absolutely love them. I got them on Amazon. They're not that expensive. Even the inside of the box is cute. It says, "Let the moon be your guide," which is so cute. There's actually a book that goes along with this. And it is the Moonology. It's just called Moonology as well. And it's all about the moon. It's really interesting. I have an audiobook version because most things I do audiobooks because it's just nicer for me. But I would almost maybe suggest getting the actual book or a Kindle book of this because I feel like sometimes books are more visual than they are audible. So like, this is a book about she's listing things and listing facts, and I feel like this would be more suited to be able to flip through pages to be able to find what you want rather than, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying there. So let's give this card a nice big shuffle. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. All right. And this is channeling a message from the universe, we'll say from the universe, from your guides, whatever the universe is trying to tell you, what messages they're trying to get through to you. And we get messages all the time. We just don't always listen to them, unfortunately, because we're so caught up in our own headspace that we don't see the messages, the blessings that are coming our way. So we're going to just hold these cards up. Am I going backwards, you guys? If I do 1, 2, 3, is that going, like, I want to go from left to right. Am I going from right to left or left to right for you guys? If I go 1, 2, 3, am I going right to left or left to right? Because for me, it's right to left. And that's what I usually do for you guys. But I feel like it might be backwards. I might have to do, we'll do it next time. But anyway, for this intents and purposes, deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. All right, guys. Take a breath and just relax. Just breathe in and out. And really think about this for a second. Just choose the card that you feel is calling out to you the most. Okay? Now that you've got the card, we're going to start the reading. Erica, did you have something to say? I have been going backwards. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I think I did like a flippity-doo on my screen, and I have to flippity-doo it back when I was trying to be all fancy with my effects. All right, guys. Flippity-doo-dah, flippity-yay. I am so crazy. All right. Did anybody win the giveaway yet? No. You guys, hold on. Let me hold up the card one more time. Somebody's got to win this 10 minutes. I'm looking at the card right now. I'm looking at what it is right now. Keep on guessing. All right. If you guys have to Google a tarot deck and like what the cards are, you can even do that. I'm just saying. I'm not mad at you. I'd rather you guys use your instincts, but whatever. It's all good. It's all gravy. All right, guys. Let's start with deck number 1. Deck number 1, this is what the universe is trying to tell you. All right, so. Ooh. Oh, who won? Susan C. First of all, Susan C., welcome to the stream. Susan C., you won 10 minutes free psychic reading with me. Congratulations to you, because I'm an awesome psychic. So, just kidding. I'm just playing. I am, but it's wrong for me to be like, I'm amazing, you guys. I'm so great. I know. I'm the best effing psychic. No, I'm just kidding. All you need to do is get in contact with me. See this right here, Psychic Jennifer Moran. I am on Instagram. I am on Facebook and I am on TikTok now, BT Dubs. If you're not following me on TikTok, I'm under there at Psychic Jennifer Moran. I'm uploading some interesting videos, so you guys can feel free to follow me there. If you are TikTokers, which if you are, let me know and I'll follow you back. So let's begin with, so congratulations, Susan C. Okay, so here's what I'm getting for you. This is what the universe wants to tell you. Whatever it is that you're focusing on right now, when I say focusing on, I mean whatever you're letting bother you, whatever you're letting yourself become angry about, bothersome about, be annoyed with other people, mad at other people. It's time to let that go. The universe is trying to tell you, like, you're focusing in the wrong direction. That is not going to bring you happiness. Your sense of wanting to be right, your sense of wanting to feel justified, your sense of feeling, I don't want to say feeling like a victim because I don't like to use that word, but your sense of feeling like you're right, you're justified, you're blah, 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 blah. I feel like, I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but focusing on it the way you're focusing on it is not good for you. It's definitely not helpful in your life, and it's not helping you grow as a person, and it's not helping you be happy. So the first card that I got is communication is key. So if you're having an issue with somebody, and I know that it's hard right now because it's Mercury retrograde. It's Mercury retrograde till the 20th. So I feel like what I want to say to you is, be more clear and concise about your communication. I'm not saying to like have a very difficult talk with anybody because I don't think this is the right time for that. But I feel like communicate your needs more effectively. I feel like sometimes you don't communicate how you're feeling or your limitations. I am so guilty of this. Erica can attest. I do not communicate my needs as well as I need to, and I will just get like a grumpy, bitchy person. Because I don't sit there and say, like, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, I'm sad. I don't do that. I just kind of like try to put my game face on, and I think like I'm doing such a good job being like strong, and really I'm like creating more drama for everybody around me. Just I'm being real and being vulnerable with you guys because I feel like that's the best way to learn is through examples, and also to know like we're all learning. We're all imperfect. We all have issues. Just understand that that's when I say these things to you, I'm not trying to get down on you, or I'm saying I understand because I'm that person too. So be more willing to communicate your needs. Be more willing to advocate for yourself. But when you do it, try to do it in a clear, concise manner. Don't be too coming from an emotional place or an upset place. The next thing is don't let pride get in your way. And this is where you talk about that feeling of like, I'm so justified. I'm so right. I need to be right. I feel like sometimes that need to be right can isolate you and can make you more angry and bitter, and maybe let go of that a little. I want to say choose to pick your battles. Mercury retrograde is the perfect time to practice picking your battles. It's like dealing with a 2-year-old. There are some things that are worth fighting over, and there are some things that are not worth fighting over. I'll give you the perfect example. when my I call him my little brother. He's not like related to me, but he was like a brother to me. Used to come and stay with me when he was little. He was like 5 or 6 or whatever. He was taking a shower and he was like, "Oh, I want to stay in the shower all night. Can I stay in the shower all night?" I was like, "Sure, go ahead, go crazy, live your life. Like, stay in there as long as you want to." Because I knew that as soon as the water got cold, he was coming out of the shower. He wasn't going to be in there for like 8 hours. So me being able to give him that yes and say, yes, you can do it. Go ahead, have fun. He had fun. He thought he was doing something cool. I was the wiser person knowing that he wouldn't stay in there that long because either he'd get bored or the water would get cold. And like, I chose to not fight with him over that. And then other times I would say, no, you're not allowed to do this. Like, you can't leave the house or you can't leave the yard. Those were battles that were worth, fighting. And we have to do that every day. You have to choose, are you going to yell at the person who cut you off in traffic? Are you going to give them the finger? Or are you going to let it go? Are you going to let yourself get mad at every little thing? Or are you just going to let things go so that you can have a happier, smoother life? And I think that that's kind of what this is about, is the universe is saying to you, like, communicate your needs. Don't hold it all inside. Be open and honest, but be calm about it, and be willing to kind of let your ego go and understand that other people may have their different interpretations as well, and try to be more of a peacemaker and pick your battles. And the last thing is, again, it's a time for healing. This is a time in your life that you need to focus on creating the good, creating the positive, being more peaceful, turning the other cheek, and focusing on the good that can be done. The world's in a really weird place right now. There's a lot of stuff going on, and we definitely need more positive energy than negative energy. So that is deck number 1. Deck number 2, you guys. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Deck number 2. Deck number 2. Hey. I'm excited for you. Genuinely excited for you. Get ready. So deck number 2. Deck number 2, here's what's going on for you. Whatever it is that you're worried about, stressed about, whatever it is that's keeping you up at night, that's making you feel unsafe, unstable, insecure, that gnawing in your stomach, that upsetment, that's not even a word, upsetment, whatever is upsetting you, that is something that the universe wants you to know. Don't worry, they got you covered. And whenever you guys are going through something in life that is just unbearable, that you just feel like, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to fix this, I don't know where to turn, you can take a moment and just go and breathe and just say to the universe, this thing is on my heart. I'm really stressed. I'm really upset. I'm really exacerbated, whatever it is. I need you to solve this problem for me. I need you to solve this because I don't know what to do. And I'm giving you this. So I do this occasionally, but I put my hand on my heart and I pretend that I'm grabbing something out of my heart or out of my body, and it's the problem. So I pretend like I'm grabbing it out of my heart that it's weighing so heavy on, or my stomach, or wherever I feel the stress, and I hold it out like this and I say, universe, I'm giving this to you. I don't know what to do. I need your help. Please take this from me and help me find a solution to fix this. And the universe takes it from me, and the problem comes through. And so just know that you can do that. And I feel like that's what these cards are saying, is like the universe has your back. Whatever it is that you're stressed about, whatever problems that you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't know how to solve it, it's like everything is going to work fine. And work through your fears. So just know that your fears are holding you back right now, or your fears are they're not holding you back. Let me say this differently. Your fears are kind of a waste of energy because everything's going to be fine. So try to calm your fears. The fears that you have are kind of a waste of energy because everything is going to work out, and then you're going to feel silly for being so afraid and wasting so much time and energy. So instead of focusing on what you're afraid of, try to find more productive things to do with your time, if that makes sense. The answers you need are coming, and that's the universe has your back. Whatever you're stressing about, everything is going to be fine. And this is your dreams need a more practical plan. So that basically just means that you need to put a little bit more focus on maybe doing some action-oriented things to help you. Now, when I say action-oriented, I don't mean like just randomly like, oh God, I need to take action. What am I going to do? But just deliberate action. So the first thing that I would direct you to do is do some journaling about what you want to achieve, what you want to bring into your life. Start with journaling. That will often get you to go in the next direction. But just know whatever is heavy on your heart right now, whatever you're stressing about, the universe wants you to know, calm down. It's going to be fine. I need a sip of coffee. All right, let's go to deck number 3. And guys, just so you know, feel free to, suggest any other pick of cards that you'd like to see done this evening. I'm totally open. Let's just have fun. All right, so ooh. This is a very interesting reading. There's always one. This is a very interesting reading. Okay. I feel like deck number 3, I want to say this the right way. The universe is trying to let you know that you're not on a very good path right now. That you're needing to be open. Be open to letting people in, whether it's on a friendship level, on an emotional, like deep romantic relationship level, but I feel like you keep everything in and you try to be single and you try to do things on your own. Maybe you feel like that's how it's always had to be. Maybe you feel like that's, the way it's been for such a long time. You don't really know how to be any other way. But what the universe is trying to tell you right now is this is your time to start allowing yourself to let your guard down a little bit and allowing yourself to imagine the possibility of love coming your way, but also open your heart to be more loving, open your heart to be more trusting. Think about ways that you can give back to people and that you can kind of brighten other people's days. And it could be something small. It could be something like letting somebody cut in front of you in line. That is something that I do all the time. If I see somebody, I let them cut in front of me online. Or you can do something like pay for somebody behind you at Starbucks, or compliment somebody, or hold a door open for somebody. It doesn't have to be, I mean, it could be somebody that if you know somebody and they're needing help, of course you can help that person. But if you don't know anybody and you don't feel like you have that closeness, try to do nice things for other people. It boosts your energy, it boosts their energy. It's a way to make connections, and it really will help. And the universe is telling you that you got to bring love into your life. Also, think about the shows that you're watching, the music you're listening to. You got to start to bring love into your life in that way as well. Start to find things that are more uplifting, more, more positive. Music, TV shows, movies, books, these things have energy. They have weight to them. And if you're always listening to and watching things that are angry or sad or scary or whatever, then that's going to be something that seeps into your subconscious. I'm not saying like you can never watch a horror movie or whatever, but like the majority of your life should be stuff that's positive and uplifting and helps you to be in that energy rather than something negative. So that's just something to think about. And the next one is you're close to achieving your goal. So I think again, what this is telling you is like, you're really there. You're going to achieve what you want on a monetary. I feel like this is more about money. I'm just getting that feeling. As far as your career goals or your monetary goals, that stuff is going to be happening for you. That's in the bag. I feel like you've gotten that well developed. I think that it's more just like opening your heart and allowing yourself to be a little bit more open to those things and a little bit more vulnerable, and allowing yourself to feel love and to give love. Maybe doing some little heart chakra work would be good for you as well. That might help as well. But that's kind of what the universe is telling you. It's fitting message on Valentine's Day. Erica, are there any comments that I need to know about? Okay. You guys are good listeners. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So let's see what we're going to do next. We're going to do another giveaway. You know what? I do feel bad about something. So I totally forgot that I wanted to include a stone. Oh, I forgot about these tarot cards. I just found my other tarot cards. I'm going to play with those as well. I want to do it because some of you guys know tarot cards and some of you don't know tarot cards. So I am going to do another giveaway right now. Okay, I'm going to tell Erica what this is, just so you guys know. But I have a stone in my hand right now. This is my hand. There's a stone in it. I'm looking at the stone. There it is. So the stone is in my hand right now. Whoever is the first person to correctly predict what color the stone is going to win a 10-minute free reading. Again, got to be 18, got to be from the US, got to subscribe to this channel. Those are the rules. You can enter as many times as you want to. Erica, I'm going to text you what color the stone is. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Oh no. Let me know if it improves. Okay. So I texted Erica hopefully my sound gets better for Erica. And Erica is going to be leaving us at 9 o'clock. So just so you guys know, I'm going to be taking over the comment reading at 9 because Erica wants to spend some time with her Valentine. So you guys keep. Who won? Spider, you won. You are in tune with me. It is a purple stone. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. We're all adults here, right? This is a weird shape for a pendulum. I'm just saying. That's weird. Am I the only one who thinks this is a weird pendulum shape? You can make your comments. Robert, usually when you win, you want to give the the thing away to somebody else. So Robert, you can choose whoever you want to. Susan C already has won one time. So anybody that you want to choose, you can even choose Susan if you want to, but whoever you want to choose, or you can keep it yourself. I just know usually you say you want to give it away because Robert is a generous person. All right, guys. Let's do another. Reading. Oh, no, I'm going to do another reading. Erica, can you hear? Weird. Ooh, that's so strong. Ooh. You know what, Erica? What time is it? What time is it? Oh, you can't. Can you hear me now? Is that better or worse? Okay. Erica, listen, I'm just going to let you go. Okay? All right, guys, we're on our own. She was having a bad connection. I have to work on the sound next week, so I apologize for that, you guys. So we're going to do a reading, a love-based reading for single peeps. And we're going to focus it on I'm just going to do a general love person for single people. If there's anybody here that is in a relationship and you want me to do a relationship love reading, just comment below and I shall do that. Now, I will need you guys to do some help for me because Erica's not here. So here's what I'm going to need you to do. If the sound isn't working properly or if anything's not working properly, just comment below for me and let me know so that I can take care of it. All right, so we're going to do this nice reading to see what's going to happen. And Robert, just you let me know who you want to give your reading to. I'll check the comments in a minute when I check them on my phone. All right. Here we go. Oh, you know, I just thought of another fun reading that we're going to do. All right. Here we go. Bam. Bam. Okay. So this is just a general love reading. It is geared towards single people, but if you have a relationship, I will do a relationship reading. Just comment relationship and I will do that for you. But in the meantime, I'm assuming we're all single here. We're single and ready to mingle. All right, so here's what we're going to do. This is just a general reading for you, and then we're going to do another couple of fun ones that I just thought of. So we're going to have fun with that. But let's start out here. This is deck number 1, right here. Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. And let's begin. Okay, here we go. All right, deck number 1. This is your reading. Ooh, deck number 1. Deck number 1. An ex is coming back to you, boo-boo. I feel that there's going to be somebody in your life that has passed, that you've broken up with, and this person is going to come back to you. Here's what I want to say to you. I don't feel like this is a good move for you to take. I feel like you have to have faith that if you pass this person up, somebody better is going to come your way. I feel like it's important. I think that's an important aspect of this reading. So, what I'm getting is pay attention to signs. I think this is your sign. This is your wake up call. And I think that you already know that this person's coming back. I don't think this is a surprise. Phoenix Rising. And then again, this is courage. And I feel like when I look at these cards together, because cards can mean different things when they're separate, but when they're together, they tell a story. And what I'm getting about this story is you are going to have an ex come back to you. This person is going to try really hard to reconnect with you, to encourage you to get back together with them. And I feel like they're gonna be trying really hard, but I feel like deep down you may have still have feelings for them, you may care about them, but I think you know that they're not the right person for you. And I think that we all have that silly hope. We want to believe that things are better. We want to believe that things can improve. But I feel like in this situation, it's really important for you to acknowledge to yourself before this happens that this is not a good idea. And as much as you may want to take that chance to try to be with this person, it's not a good idea. All right. So that is for deck number 1. Deck number 2. Let's see what's going on. I love these cards. They're so pretty. Deck number 2, here's what I want to say to you. I feel like right now you're focusing too much on wanting a relationship, and I feel like you're focusing too much on being idealistic about it. Now, this is what I mean. I feel like sometimes you need to let energy flow and let yourself have a little fun. Now, I'm not advocating promiscuity or whatever. I'm just saying dating, talking to people, having fun. When I say having fun, talking to people, I don't mean sex. I mean, if you want to have sex, you can. But I'm not saying go sleep around with a bunch of people. But I feel like you're cutting your energy off because you're waiting for this like perfect situation. And I feel like the reason why you're not getting that perfect situation is because you're not emotionally where you need to be in order to attract that perfect situation. So I want you guys to know that I think that everybody should have a beautiful, perfect, amazing relationship. Find the person that is absolutely perfect for you. But I think sometimes we need to find ourselves in order to realize what's perfect for us. Sometimes we don't know what's perfect for us. We don't know what we really want. We have to go on this discovery to learn about ourselves before we can realize like, okay, now I know myself, now I know what I really want, whereas before I just wanted what I thought was what I wanted. Does that make sense to you guys? Do you understand where I'm coming from? So I feel like deck number 2, you are holding yourself back. You're waiting for this perfect relationship, but I feel like you don't, it's like you want this perfect relationship, but there at the same time I feel like you don't think you're worthy of what you want. And I think that subconsciously that is keeping you from getting it. So you got to focus on what you need to do to loosen that energy and to start loving yourself more and feeling worthy, but also start really thinking about maybe your ideals of what you want in a relationship might be a little different than what would actually make you happy. I think you may need to talk to people, date around. Like I said, I'm not advocating sleeping around. I mean, you can if you want to. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I don't want you guys thinking that I'm forcing you to do it either. It's like, I just think you need to talk to people. Have an adventure. See dating as an adventure. See it as fun. I have so many funny stories from dates I went on that didn't go anywhere. Never turned into relationships. But I have these funny stories that I cherish. And I'm glad I went on those dates because I had fun with it. And I think that that is what helped me get to know myself and get to know what I want and what I like. And I think that that's part of fun. I think that when you're just so focused on like that you want this certain thing and you're kind of you're keeping yourself in a prison and you're not allowing yourself to have fun and have adventure and socialize, practice socializing. I know things are hard right now with COVID, and I feel like it's you can't just go to a bar or whatever. You may have to go to online dating or virtual meetups or whatever. It's a little more challenging, but I feel like you need to break out of your shell. Even if it's not relationships and dating, try to form new friendships, try to join new groups. You need to branch out and get to know different people. I feel you're too cloistered. You need to like break free. And I think that that's something that is important that you need to do. And I feel like you have a lot of anger and pent up energy built up, and I think that you need to release it, and release it by connecting and meeting other people. I feel like this is something you've been holding on to for a long time. And so I definitely feel like this is just a time for you to kind of have adventure, have fun times, get to know yourself a little bit more. I think that that's just really where you're at right now. So I think you should be dating and having fun, but just date for the sake of dating. Not like, oh, I want to meet my soulmate, but date because you're just dating and having fun, just for the adventure of dating. That's the energy that you need to be in right now, if that makes sense. Deck number 3. Ooh. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what these cards mean. um wow. Okay. Deck number 3, here's what I want to say to you. I feel like you don't want to let people get close to you. You have a fear of intimacy, a fear of getting hurt, a fear of what can go wrong. And I feel like that is just really kind of getting the better of you. And I feel like it's important for you to think about kind of working on that, growing spiritually a little bit. I think you have some deep rooted issues that have been holding you back, self esteem issues, fear of intimacy, fear of closeness, togetherness, all that stuff. I'm just trying to check comments if you guys are wondering what I'm doing. So just understand that I feel like this is a time that you need to have some self-reflection, some introspection, and I feel like maybe I want to say it's really important for you to focus on, kind of healing the inner self. I feel like you focus a lot about the outer self. Do I look good? Do I have what I need? Is my house clean? Is everything looking good? And I think you care a lot about looking good and having the perfect, Instagram relationship or whatever you want to call it. And I think that this is about really going beyond that and letting yourself become more introspective. I feel like whether you want to read some books about relationships or books about psychology or books about like childhood trauma and healing, or whether you want to go see a therapist, but I feel like there's that it's about healing the inside, making the inside as pretty as the outside. That's just what I'm getting with that one. I'm sorry, this is like a heavy reading. Okay, so Robert says that Erica is selfish. She wants to spend her time with her honey. Okay, sorry guys, I might be behind on the comments. I'm just trying to catch up with you guys. Okay, so Robert C says that okay, Robert, you have to choose. Robert, Virgo goddess, did you need a reading? You seem new here. Virgo goddess, welcome to the stream, BT dubs. Rosario, Love Life School, Scorpio. Love Life School. Okay. Hi, Rosario. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Mary Helen Bryan, welcome to the stream. Hello. So Virgo Goddess, I don't see you commenting here, but Robert has a reading to give away. So Robert, we're just going to see Sharkjaw. What turns him or her about? Oh, well, that's an interesting one. All right. That's a good one. Okay. We'll try to work that in. All right, guys. So that was a pretty heavy reading that we just did. Shake up that energy a little. All right. What I wanted to do first was, and I will do that. I'll try to work that in somehow. What I wanted to do was what your ex is thinking about you, because I think that's a fun thing. And a lot of my clients who call me, that is a question that they ask me frequently is, what does my ex think about me? What is my ex thinking about me? It could be good. It could be bad. Let's find out. I'm going to tune into these cards right here. These cards were calling my name for this reading, and it is the Halloween Oracle cards. I love these cards. So I think that this has X energy all over it. Hopefully not, because X energy is not always a good thing. But let's see. And let's do, what is your ex thinking about you? So now everybody probably has more than one ex. So think about your ex. Think about one particular ex. Now, you may want to get back together with this person. You may not want to get back together with this person. You may be just curious about what this person is thinking about you. So it's not necessarily like that you have to be thinking about somebody that you want to get back together with. It's just more about just being nosy. We all get deep in the Instagram profiles and accidentally like a picture from 3 years ago. We've all been there. We've all done that. And then you instantly regretted it and been like, oh my God, they're going to know I was deep diving on their Insta. Just me? All right. So the truth is, actually, I don't think any of my exes are on. I'm sure they are, but I don't really know any of them. But, all right, guys, let's see. This is, what is your ex thinking about you? What is your ex thinking about you? This could be a recent ex. This could be an ex from 10 years ago. It doesn't, have to be your most recent ex. It's whatever ex you choose, what they are thinking about you. All right, let's begin. Deck number 1, deck number 2, deck number 3. What's your ex thinking about you? Now, I'm just going to pre-warn you guys. I don't know what these cards are going to say, and it may not be pleasant, so just buckle up, Buttercup. We'll see. Ooh. Yikes. Okay. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. What have I gotten myself into? This was a bad idea, Jen Moran. What were you thinking? Here's what I'm going to say. Just because your ex thinks this does not mean it's true. This is just your ex's opinion. And they may be, they may be totally wrong. They most likely are totally wrong. But I'm just going to tell you, don't shoot the messenger. Why did I do this? Oh. All right, anybody who chose deck number 1, this is what your ex thinks about you. You are deceptive. You are a liar. That you present one picture and then do a bait and switch and give something else. And that you are causing like a troublemaker. Like you stir the pot, you're a troublemaker. You are somebody who's always like manipulative. Now, again, just because your ex thinks that doesn't mean that I think that, or doesn't mean that it's true. But this is just what I'm getting with this card. So it's like you cover up the darkness with lightness, but there's really darkness underneath. And then this cauldron is like you're always stirring the pot. You're always causing trouble. You're being manipulative. You're starting issues. So that is what your ex thinks about you. Okay. Obviously, there's some bitterness there. So, number 2, what does your ex think about you? Hopefully, something better than what number 1 had. Aw. I feel like your ex misses you. That's the first thing that I want to say. I feel like your ex thinks about you pretty frequently, and I feel like they miss you. I feel like they have a lot of guilt that they're holding on to. Like, they know they did wrong. They know they hurt you. They know they were not nice. And I feel like there's a lot of guilt. And I feel like a lot of things remind them about you. So, like, they'll see a picture, they'll hear a song. I feel like you're always on their mind. So, I want to take you guys back to A Christmas Carol. Do you remember the movie A Christmas Carol with Scrooge? So you know how his friend Marley, I think his name was, I forget what his name was. Marley was the last name. But he had to carry around the chains, and each like link in the chain represented like, something wrong he did. And that was like a reminder that he always had with him about like the bad deeds that he did. You guys know what I'm saying. Well, your ex has reminders all the time about you and about the things that they did wrong. And I feel like there's a lot of guilt. But the thing is, your ex is not a strong person. They're a very small person emotionally. And I don't feel like they have the courage or the the wherewithal to be able to come to you and apologize and try to fix things. I mean, I don't feel like your ex wants to get back together with you. I kind of feel like they're in another relationship. So I'm not seeing them want to like get back together or fix things, but I feel like they feel guilty. Like they know they hurt you, they know they did you wrong, and believe me, they feel it all the time. They think about it all the time. They wish they could go back in time and do things differently. So they're not just like forgetting about you. They're definitely thinking about you, and they do feel bad and they do feel guilty. So that is deck number 2. That's that situation. Deck number 3. Let's see what your ex is thinking about you. Ooh, your ex is probably interesting, 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 interesting. Here's what I'm getting about you. Hold on, I need to take sip some coffee, sips tea. All right, my dear, my dear, my dear, your ex. Your ex wants to get back together with you. And here's the funny thing. I think your ex is probably low-key stalking you. I feel like your ex may not have made contact yet, but they're preparing to. And I feel like they're probably low-key stalking you, like stalking you on the gram or stalking you on Facebook or whatever. They're like, trying to figure out who you're with, what you're doing. When I say stalking, I mean it in a lighthearted way. I don't mean like scary, call the police. It's more just like they're trying to scope out the situation. They want to get back together with you. They miss you. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were actually calling psychics themselves about you. Like I feel like they really want to. And maybe it's not psychics. It could be like they're just talking to friends of yours to try to get like the inside scoop on you. But I feel like they fully intend to try to reconnect with you. Like they intended. Now, I can't tell you like whether you should get back together with them or not. That would be a different reading. But I can tell you that they definitely want to come back, and I feel like they will try to come back. So you can use your best judgment on whether or not you want to take them back. That's another story. But I do feel like your ex is definitely trying to come back, or yeah, they're going to come back one way or the other. I lost my phone. All right. Ew. It's like something on my phone. Ugh. All right. So sorry, guys. Bear with me. Okay, okay, that was the last stone. I am really back in the comments. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to... Okay, so Mary Halliburton. Hi, Jen. Shark Jaw. Okay, Robert Brano. Please give it to Susan C. Well, Susan C. already won one, Robert. Do you want her to have another one? If you do, that's fine. She already won one. Diana Rojas. Just a honeymoon stage. They'll get over it. Good topic, Shark Jaw. Shark Jaw, Robert. Okay, so we're going to do that one. Susan C. Oh, thank you so much, Robert. I was trying to choose between 2 questions. Now I can ask both. Okay, so Susan, you have 20 minutes with me. Girl, you are lucky. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Diana Rojas, good one. The devil, according to him. Oh my God, that is so true. I know Diana, so that is true. That is so true. Yes, yes, yes. Susan is excited. Diana chose 2. Susan chose 3. Alia chose 3. Diana was serious karma with that ex. Spot on. Cool. Susan C. Okay. Glad I chose you then, Susan. Oh, that's good. Hey, wow, 2 right on. Well, I'm glad you guys like that one. I think just to know that you're happy with your life now. Susan C. Okay. You guys are so cute. Okay, so we're definitely going to do the one where we talk about like what we're going to say what I don't know. I'm trying to think about what cards I want to use to talk about what turns you on or turns them on. Let me try to think about that one, guys. Let's see. Ooh, okay. I'm trying to find the right cards to kind of correlate. Find my most sexual cards. the sexiest cards in the deck. Let's see. I guess we're going to use these. Well, we'll try these. If this doesn't come through, then we'll try to find another deck. But this is what your POI, your point of interest, now, when I say POI, that means point of interest. So that could mean your boyfriend, your husband, your crush, your ex, whatever your POI is, your point of interest. Okay, so what turns them on about you? Let's see. Hopefully something good. These are those cards that stink. Like they literally smell bad. They smell like burnt plastic or something. I keep hoping that like the smell will go away, but whenever I shuffle these cards, I get like a whoof. All right. Let's go. Let's hope this is a good reading. See what we're going to get out of this situation. Ooh, ooh. Do you guys know anything about the love languages? I think it'd be fun to talk about that since it's Valentine's Day. All right. Here we go. This is going to be an interesting reading. I'm just going to tell you guys. I have no idea what's going to happen 100%, but I have a feeling this is going to get a little weird. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, here we go. What about you turns on your POI? Hopefully it's something. So here we go. Deck number 1. Now, if you guys don't have a POI, okay, if you don't have like a person that is like that you're specifically interested in, then what I would say to you is just think about this as like a general thing, like what's sexy about you, if you want to look at it that way, because not everybody has a POI. So just in case you guys don't have a POI, this is like what's hot and sexy about you. All right. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. 1, 2, 3. Pick your poison. All right, guys, here we go. All right, deck number 1. What turns them on about you? I'm going to say the thing that comes to mind, there's a couple of things that come to mind. The biggest thing is, you have an earthy, realness. You're very real. You're very genuine. You're down to earth. I feel like that's a big turn on. You are funny. Your observational humor, and also your positive like attitude, like your confidence. I'm gonna say your confidence, your positive attitude. Those are the turn ons that I'm getting immediately. But the other thing that I'm getting is that you have a kind of a sexiness about you, but it's not an overt like, hey baby, what's your sign, kind of overly sexual. It's more like a reserved quality about you. You're not overtly sexual in your face. It's more like a reserved sexiness. Like there's layers. They feel like there's so many different layers to you. There's so many different aspects to you, and that's a turn on for them. It's like whenever they're with you, they learn something new. They find something new about you. You're somebody that's introspective and interesting and deep, and I feel like that's a turn on. So whoever is interested in you is really stimulated mentally and stimulated by your soul and your spirit. It's not like just a physical thing, but there's a deeper, not just like turned on, but I would almost say like a love that they feel for you. But definitely what gets them going about you is your complex personality, and I mean that as a compliment. Your reserved kind of sexiness and your confidence. All right, deck number 2. Let's see what turns them on about you. Deck number 2. I have to say, I feel like there's a couple of things that turn them on about you. the first thing that I want to say is your skills and abilities. I feel like they're very impressed with how accomplished you are. I know that's kind of a funny turn on, but I think that they just feel how disciplined and how much you know and how much you can do. I feel like that's like impressive to them. And I feel like the fact that you dedicate yourself to pursuing what you pursue or doing what you pursue, they see you as somebody who is really accomplished. And I feel like that's a turn on because I feel like they're not like that 100%, and they appreciate and admire and feel attracted to that dedication that you have. Also, you have a confidence about you, but it's not, again, it's not an in your face confidence. It's more quiet, it's more calm. There's a calm quality about you. I think the thing that they like about you is that you don't chase after them, you don't pursue them. You are very like independent and strong, and like, you make them come to you. You don't act desperate for them, and I think that that is something that they really like about you, is that independence, that like, you got it going on kind of thing, but you're not obnoxious about it. So there you go. And deck number 3, what turns them on about you? I think what I would say that turns them on about you is the unexpected. They don't know what to expect from you. And I feel like from day to day, they don't know what they're going to get. And I think that, you're creative, you're interesting, you're fun, you're vivacious, and I feel like that they really like that about you. I feel like they also feel like you're very genuine and very sincere, like you're comfortable in your own skin, and I feel like that's something that they like about you as well. But it's like that you have this energy about you, this ethereal, fun energy, this vivacious energy, this like adventurous spirit. And I feel like they really like that. You're somebody that motivates them and inspires them. Maybe that's a better word, not motivate, because you're not, it's not like a motivational thing. It's more like inspiring. I feel like they feel inspired. They feel happy and excited around you. And I feel like you're a free spirit, and they really appreciate that. They like that because it helps them be a little bit more free. So that is what turns them on about you. Fairy tale for what they like about us. All right. So, fairy tale for what they like about you. Okay, we can do that. That's me, number 3. I would say that's true. Susan, you got number 3. I'm curious what you guys got. I think that's really, really cool. All right, we're going to do that next. We'll do what they like about you because I think that's fun and that's light and happy. What they like about you. And then we're going to do another one that's on the same line in a minute. So I want to do another giveaway real quick because we already gave away 2. So we have one more giveaway to do. Do you guys like my eyeshadow? I did something different tonight. I used a color that I normally don't do. I was trying to do something different. I don't know. Let me know what you think of it. Okay, so I have another card for you guys, a tarot card. Whoever is able to tell me what tarot card this is can win 10 minutes free. So what you need to do again is you need to be 18 years old, you need to be in the United States, you need to subscribe to this channel, and you can comment one answer at a time, but you can answer as many times as you like. And so all you need to do is let me know what card this is. It's going to be a major arcana card. So comment below and let me know. By the way, you guys, we reached 1,020 subscribers today, and I think that is absolutely amazing. I was trying to reach that 1,000 goal for like ever, and I'm so like happy that we reached it. Supposedly we're able to live stream at 1,000, but I haven't been able to yet, so I don't know. I have to figure out what's going on there because I want to be able to live stream to you guys from my phone. I think that would just be a nice thing to be able to do. But I want to say thank you for that. Also, if you enjoy this show, please do me a favor and like the video. It really does help out my channel a ton. It helps other people find my videos. And if you enjoy what I do, it's a great way to say thank you. So just give the video a little like. It really means a lot to me. All right, guys. So whoever is going to get this card first is going to win the next 10 minutes. Let's go. Now we're going to do what they like about you with the fairy tale cards. Let me take a swig. Coffee is one of my favorite things in the world. Where are the fairy tale cards? Oh, there they are. They're so tiny. Look at these cards. They're so little and tiny. They're so cute. I love that they come in this little tin. There's something that's so like reminiscent of my childhood. I feel like when I was little, so many little toys came in this kind of tin, like little puzzles and things. So whenever I see this, it just reminds me of like that. It also reminds me of like Christmas cookies. You know what I'm saying? So cute. I wish all tarot cards came in tins like this because this is so damn durable. Some of those boxes like be falling apart. All right, let's see. Let me try to give these baby cards a shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. I think I'm getting better at shuffling these cards. All right, here we go. What they like about you. All right. Just so you know, on this channel, we don't do upside down cards. I don't do upside down cards. It's not my jam. Some people do. All right, guys, here we go. This is what your POI is thinking about you. Or no, I'm sorry. Let me redirect myself. This is what your POI likes about you. This is what your POI likes about you. What they like about you. Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Here we go. Deck number 1, what your POI likes about you. Ooh. They like you because you're there for them. The first thing that comes up is that they trust you, that you're loyal, that you're honest, that you're there for them. I feel like that is definitely something that they like about you. It's not the like sexiest thing, but it's what they like about you. Another thing that they like about you is that you have a wisdom about you, that you have a way of seeing and knowing, and there's an they admire your brain, they admire your knowledge, they admire your wisdom, and I feel like that's really an important thing. And the third thing is, again, trust. I feel like this person, whoever they may be, your POI, they really trust you. They feel a level of trust and comfort with you. They feel at ease with you. They feel like you can like know intimate things about them, or that's how they feel. So they really, really trust you. Oh yes, please, thank you. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Switching it right.
Yeah, thank you.
Instead of taking too many COVID tests.
Oh my god. I'm COVID negative, y'all. I took 2 tests and they both came out negative.
You're becoming COVID pro on the tests.
If anybody is scared of taking a COVID test, let me tell you, there is nothing to be afraid of. I took 2 COVID tests from 2 different people. I really had a fear, you guys, that like when I went to take it, they were going to like jam it up there. I don't know why, but I thought that was just my fear. Like they were just going to jam it up and it was going to like touch the brain and I was going to have all these like side effects and my nose was going to start bleeding. I don't know why I thought that. It was just like irrational fear. But it wasn't like that at all. It was very easy, gentle. They were like super gentle. So if you have not had a COVID test yet and you've been nervous about getting one because you're afraid of it hurting or whatever, it doesn't hurt at all. It's very gentle. It tickles a little bit and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. I was in and out in less than 5 minutes and COVID negative 2 times. So I am just aces. No COVID on me, at least since I had the test. I don't know. It's been a couple of days since then. But as of the test a couple of days ago, I am COVID negative. All right, guys. Deck number 2. What your POI thinks about you. Ooh. Ooh. Um, what they like about you is what I should say. I feel like with this is a little bit of a weird deck. Let me just process. Let me just process for a second. Okay. I feel like they like the fact that you let them be in charge or that you lean on them. That's kind of what I'm getting. They like the fact that you're willing to, I don't like to use the word submissive, but that's the word that's coming to mind. They like that you're submissive. Whatever that means. It could be, submissive in the bedroom, whatever, but submissive is what's coming up. They like the fact that you're submissive. They like the fact that you let them be in the lead. And they like the fact that you're very, like, um, gentle, soft, gentle, easygoing. And I feel like just the fact that you believe in them and that you trust them, it makes them want to be a better person because you believe in them, because you trust them. It sets a standard. So, like, because you see them in a good light, they want to continue to be in a good light because they want to live up to your expectations. Does that make sense? So that is what your POI or whatever is thinking about you or likes about you. Because what they are thinking about you could be a totally different situation, even if they like you. All right, number 3. What your POI likes about you. The one thing that they like about you is that you are a strong person. You are a survivor. You know how to look on the bright side. They like the fact that you can always kind of see the silver lining and that you are a strong person, that you know how to, you're like a ride or die person. You know how they always say, like, you have a ride or die next to you, and they see that you're that person for them, the ride or die. Like, they want you by their side, their co-pilot, their ride or die person, because they know that no matter what happens, no matter what jam you guys get into, you are going to make them laugh, you're going to help them out of it, and you guys are going to be like, together. So this person definitely wants you in their life. They want to have you as their co-pilot and by their side. They definitely like that about you, that you are somebody that is so amazing and strong and wonderful, and that you can kind of have that grace and that ease and that positivity to get through life. And I feel like that is something that they really appreciate about you. So hopefully that helped you guys and answered your questions, what your POIs think. Oh, I forgot we were doing a giveaway. Guys, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot we were doing a giveaway. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? What is it? I just want to make sure that I'm not going to miss anybody. You guys in these emojis. Oh, thank you. You're sweet, Diana. I appreciate that. Chariot, Fool, the Sun. Oh, Mary likes the eyeshadow. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, hey, Papadus. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly. Papadus 49. I'm not doing like specific questions. I'm just doing like pick a card stuff, general readings. So I did a bunch of relationship readings throughout this about like where you're going to be next Valentine's Day and what your person thinks about you and stuff. I can do a general reading, like if everybody else in the group wants, like, will you get married next year? Oh, thanks, Robert. You're so good. You're like right on it. I appreciate it. All right. So, Alia, you won the giveaway. You won the next 10 minutes. Wheel of Fortune. That's right. That's what this is, right? Wheel of Fortune. Alia, you are one. You are the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Alia won 10 minutes. Susan has 20 minutes. You guys are congratulations. Susan, like I said, all you need to do is contact me through Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok at just Psychic Jennifer Moran. That is where I am. And, you know, that's where I am. So, now, let's do another reading. Let me just read these comments that are coming in. Yikes. All right. So we can do a Will I Get Married next year? I don't think we're going to do a Will I Get Married this year because, I don't know, I think it's kind of like, do you guys want, okay, but let's do a vote. We're going to do Will I Get Married. So do you guys want it, Will I Get Married this year or Will I Get Married next year? So will I get married 2021 or will I get married 2022? Cast your ballots and let me know what you think because I want to know. In the meantime, let me think of another. Oh, let's talk about love languages. So while you guys are voting. So if you guys don't know, there is this thing called love languages, and it is basically the way that you express love and the way that you want to be loved. And a lot of times couples have issues with each other because they have two different love language styles. And so they're not understanding the way each other wants to be loved, and that can cause a lot of problems in relationships. So there's a love language test. I would highly suggest that you all do it because I think that it is a fun. I wonder if we could do it now. Do we have enough time? Hold on. We might have enough time. Let me see if I can arrange something for you guys. I don't know if I can do this, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what we can do. Let's see. You know what? If I can get this going, we'll do the love language test together. I think it might be a fun thing. Browser source. I'm just going to see if we can do this. Add browser source. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to see. I don't want to. All right, let's see. You guys let me know if this works. Because if it does, then we can do this together. This will just be, we're going on a field trip, kids. We're going on a field trip. Let's see how this works. Who knows if this is actually going to work or not. If it doesn't work, then I apologize for wasting everybody's time. But I'm hoping that this can work. I don't have two monitors, and that stinks because I don't have two monitors. I can't always see what you guys are seeing. Love language quiz. If this doesn't work, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up for next time so that we can do it together. And we'll do this on another show. Okay, I don't think it's happening. Just bear with me, guys. And we'll do this on another show. Okay, it's not working. That's alright. We'll just have to do this another time. I thought I could do it while we were live, and I have to do it preemptively. Sorry, let me just lower this volume. Alright, we'll do it next time. We'll do a love language quiz together. But basically what it is you take this quiz and it talks to you about what your love language is. It talks to you about the way that you love. And there's 5 different love languages. So the 5 different love languages are gifts, so gift giving. That's a love language. Acts of service is another love language. Touch, physical touch is another love language. Quality time is a love language, and words of affirmation. So just, I mean, they're self-explanatory, but I'll just go through it. So, words of affirmation: I love you. You mean the world to me. You're amazing. You're just a wonderful wife. I don't know what I'd do without you. Those are words of affirmation. Gift giving is, here, I bought you a present. Yeah, I thought of you. I thought you would like this, and here you go. I brought this for you. Um, Third thing is acts of service. So, hey, I put gas in your car. I changed your tire. I washed the dishes. I, gave you a massage. Those are acts of service. Fourth is quality time. It's, I carved out this time for you, spending time with you. This is, just hanging out, whatever we do, we're together. That's that. So quality time. And the last one is physical touch, hugging, kissing, canoodling, just being, holding hands, just showing affection through touch. So those are the five love languages. And you could take a test to find out which love language is your love language. And this is a really good thing to do with a couple or somebody that you're dating. But even if you're single, you should still take the quiz anyway, because it'll teach you about love languages and it'll teach you your love language, so that when you're in a relationship, you can communicate with that person like, oh, hey, this is my love language. And then you can let them take the test and find out theirs. Because a lot of times what happens is, say my love language is acts of service. And that's like how I feel loved, is when somebody does something nice for me. And so I'm with my boyfriend and I'm like, oh, babe, I'm going to like wash your car, and I'm going to like, organize your closet, and I'm going to go like do your paperwork for your job for you, and I'm going to do all these nice things for you. Oh, I clean your bathroom. And like, that's my love language, is acts of service. So I'm doing all these acts of service to show him I love him. But if his love language is like words of affirmation, and I'm just like doing his, washing his car, he might just be like, well, she's really nice, but I don't know if she loves me. I don't know if she cares about me, because she never says anything to me. And that's important to me. I need the words. So if I don't know that, and he doesn't know that, we're miscommunicating and we're not getting each other's signal. And we could totally be in love with each other, but we don't understand each other's languages. So we're not communicating well. Neither one of us are feeling like we're getting our needs met. So if you know somebody's love language, you can know, okay, he needs words of affirmation. So I'm going to do things. I'm going to leave him little post-it notes. I'm going to write cards to him. I'm going to text him throughout the day like, hey, babe, I love you. And then he'll feel loved, and then he'll know that mine's act of service. So he'll be doing acts of service for me. He'll know that just hearing like I love you isn't enough, but like doing something kind, like, getting my favorite flavor of vegan ice cream, or, buying a movie that I would really like to see, stuff like that. So, you know, that's how you can improve your relationship, is to take this quiz, or, again, just for yourself if you're single, so you understand yourself better and what works for you, so you can better communicate your needs to your partner. So that is the love language situation. I'm just going to check the comments and see. Mommy forgot to sign? I don't know what that means. Hold on. Can't hear you. Okay, can hear you again. Cool. Okay, God. Does everyone have their permission slip? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You guys are making jokes about the field trip I was going to take you on. We'll go on that field trip next time, kiddos. I'll have to set it up beforehand. So get your permission slip signed, because we're going on a field trip on the internet. You guys are so funny. You guys are so funny. All right, so let's do Are You Getting Married 2022. Let me think about what cards I want to use. Let's use these. We're going to pull out the old Earth Magic Oracle cards, and we're going to do a reading on whether or not you're going to be getting married in 2022. Let's see who's getting married. I would sing the song that I'm thinking of, but I don't want to get copyright striked, so I'm not going to do it. But I'm thinking of the Muppets Take Manhattan, where they sing that song at the end. Somebody's getting married. All right, let's 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know what? We haven't done a yes or a no pick a card yet. And I love doing those. So we'll do one of those next. All right. I don't know what the hell that was just about. All right, guys. Here we go. 2022. Are you going to be getting married in 2022? Here we go. Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Are you going to be married in 2022? Ready? Here we go. All right. Deck number 1, I don't feel you're going to be getting married in 2022, but I feel you're going to be getting engaged in 2022. So I don't see a marriage yet. I feel you're still going to technically be unmarried, but I definitely would say that a strong commitment is going to be made. A strong, ongoing relationship you're going to be in a strong ongoing relationship. You're going to be in a committed relationship with somebody, and I do feel like you're going to be heading in a good direction. I want to say engagement is what I'm seeing for you in 2022. That's deck number 1. Deck number 2, I want to say deck number 2, I feel you're going to be married by 2022. So that's funny. So that means you're going to be getting married this year. I didn't expect that, but it is what it is. Here we are. So deck number 2, I see marriage in 2021. So you're going to be getting married pretty quick. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's weird because I feel like you're going to get engaged in 2021. And you're going to have intentions of getting married in 2022. There's going to be a long kind of engagement planned. But then last minute, I feel you're going to get married sooner. I'm not sure why that is, but I feel like that's how it's going to go. And deck number 3, I do not feel like you're going to be getting married in 2021 or 2022. I feel that, I have to say if I'm looking in 2022, I kind of feel like you're going to be in a relationship that's like ending. I kind of feel like you're going to be leaving one relationship for another relationship, if I'm going to be very honest with you. I feel like you're going to be leaving one and going to another in 2022. So that's the sense that I get. So that is the marriage question. Hopefully that answered your questions about marriage, if anybody had marriage questions on the mind. And let's do a yes or no pick a card. Ooh, I almost knocked my whole situation down. That would have been very unfortunate. Cards would have been everywhere. All right, guys. Let's do a yes or no pick a card. Let me just check your comments real quick to see. I don't want to miss out on anything. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a Futurama episode about a field trip to the internet. Is that the one where Bender was in the bar dressed as like a nurse or something? Am I crazy? I feel like that was that. I think I missed that one, Robert. Yeah. I feel like that was, is that the one with Lucy Liu? Am I crazy? I don't know if I'm remembering that correctly. But I do remember them going inside the internet, and I feel like Lucy Liu was in that one. Fry had a clone of Lucy Liu, but I don't know if that show could be so heartwarming. And so, like, it's so silly and so funny, but also so heartwarming and so sweet at times. Out on that one. All right, guys, let's do a yes or no pick a card, Valentine's Day edition. It doesn't really have to be Valentine's Day. I'm just saying that for fun. But let's do a yes or no pick a card. So think about your yes or no questions. What questions you have. What burning questions you have on your mind. Yikes. All right. I have another fun question to ask you guys, just for funsies. What is your favorite romantic movie? When you think about like a romantic movie, a romantic couple, something that you really love. Just out of curiosity. All right, here we go. This is, oh wait, I did too many cards. What am I thinking? Good Lord. We're just going to take the tops off of these. I wasn't paying attention. All right. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Picked the wrong thing. Okay. We're going to get it together, guys. Sorry about that. I totally was not thinking about what I was doing. All right. Here we go. So. Voila. So. This is a yes or a no. Pick a card. And so this is deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Think about your yes or no questions. It could be anything that you want to focus it on. And let's begin. So deck number 1, unfortunately, it's a no. What I'm getting is that it's a not yet. So it's not a complete no. It's just more not yet. So I would say you need to maybe do some journaling, some work to kind of bring that yes around a little bit quicker. But it's definitely not a no. Deck number 2, I am feeling like it's a no. Unfortunately, I'm feeling like you're going to be dealing with somewhat of a loss. I'm so sorry, but I'm feeling it's a no. And deck number 3, I'm getting that it's a yes. Whatever you're asking, it's going to be a yes. Things are going your direction, and it's going to be a positive outcome. So that is that, you guys. All right, so Elizabethtown. Oh yeah, Elizabethtown. Love Actually. The Adjustment Bureau. So thank you for talking about that. I like there's some romantic movies that I really love. So I'll tell you guys ones that I really like. I like Jane Eyre. That's the first one that comes to mind. But the one from the 90s is the one I like because there's been a couple of adaptations of that. But the one from the 90s I really like. Another romantic movie that I really like is called Something New. It is, the movie is just called Something New. I think it was something that came out in the early 2000s. It's a really cute story, and I like that. I just watched it recently. Now Voyager is another one that I like. It's not super duper positive outcome romantic, but it's just the movie in general is amazing, and it has a lot of romantic notes. And there's one other one that I had in my mind, and I totally lost it. Um, but Jane Eyre is probably one of the most romantic ones that I can think of. I really like that movie. In case you guys have not seen it, it is a good one, although it is dramatic. So just so you know, it's a dramatic movie. You might not be up for that if you're not up for drama. But Something New is a really good one I can recommend to anybody. It's a really sweet romantic story. The characters are good. The acting is good. I really enjoyed it a lot. So if you guys come across it, I would highly suggest giving it a go because I think it's really, really good. Another one that I really liked is more silly. And it was called Sprung. Now, the movie featured two couples. There's like a main couple and a side couple. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't really like the main couple in that movie. I thought they were kind of boring. But the side couple, I loved. I thought their story was really cute and funny. And it's a very silly movie. It's like a comedy, but it was cute. And it's called Sprung, in case you guys are see any of those available on your streaming services that you can just watch for free. Something New and Sprung. Really cute movies. Feel good movies. Who's talking or thinking about you? Okay. I wanted a day off. Aw, I'm sorry about that. Oh, Alia says she remembers something new. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was really cute. The way we were. I don't think I ever saw that one. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I like movies. Like if it's a romantic movie, I like it to have somewhat of a happy ending. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I like the couple to get together. That's the ideal. If they're together at the end in some form or fashion, is the way that I would like it to be. So I don't know. I've heard of The Way We Were. I'm familiar with the song from that movie, but I don't think I've ever actually seen the movie. But we can do, what was the question that you had? I'm just trying to check the time too. All right, we're going to be wrapping up soon. The Little Mermaid, that was technically a romantic movie. I totally agree with you. You know, who is your favorite? Okay, now we're getting into some interesting topics. Who was your favorite Disney prince? If you were a girl, or let me just say this, romantically. So for a romantic interest, if you were going to have a relationship, okay, who is your favorite Disney prince or princess? Whether you're a guy or girl, whatever you want, who is your ideal romantic person? Like if you were wanting a prince, who would be your ideal prince? If you're wanting a princess, who'd be your ideal princess? Answer that question. Disney prince or princess, who is your ideal? I think mine would be Prince Philip from Sleeping Beauty. I really like him. I like his personality. I think out of all the princes, he had a lot of personality. He was really kind of funny, a little bit of a smartass, and I like that about him. I would say for me, I think Prince Philip was my favorite. So you guys answer below, prince or princess, whoever you would like to be with. Who would be like your dream or your ideal, or like if they were all standing in a line, who would you pick? I would say Prince Philip. I'm really curious about that. Thank you for suggesting Little Mermaid. The Beast. Actually, you know what? I could see that. He was just a, I think the Beast, what happened to him was wrong. I think that he was a kid. He was 10 years old and you turn a 10-year-old kid into a beast. Like that was a little extreme. That was crazy. That lady, I understand she wanted to teach him a lesson, but he was 10. He was a kid. Like that was wrong. The Beast after he became, well, you can go either way. Some people might like the Beast while he's a beast. Yeah, I agree. I think that he grew a lot. For sure, he grew a lot. The Beast did grow a lot. This is a very interesting conversation. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Oh, I keep forgetting to read what I was supposed to read. Who's talking about you or thinking about you? That's a hard one to ask, to get like who's talking about you or who's thinking about you. Um, I could say what they're thinking about you, but I can't say like necessarily who's thinking about you. But Beauty and the Beast was definitely a good one. I think that I think that Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, like the new Disney Renaissance, I think all those movies are really good. I think that the earlier movies like Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, while I definitely love Prince Philip and I love Maleficent, she's my favorite Disney villain. I think she is the bomb.com. She is so cool and beautiful and like so elegant. I love Maleficent. She's like my favorite Disney villain. But the story in general was kind of like the stories were lacking in the earlier Disney, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and Cinderella. Their stories were not as good. Like later on, the stories got way, way, way better. During the time of like A Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, the storylines definitely got more rich. So that was definitely, a big change for sure. Yeah, I agree. I think that he was definitely cruel at first. I think because he was in a lot of pain, and I think that like again, I think that the lady, don't come for me, fairy princess, don't come for me, don't change me into a beast. But I think that she was unfair to do that to a kid. He was a kid. Like they should have made him older. Like he was a kid. I think kids can't be punished in that respect. I think that there should have been, I don't know. I think they should have made him older. If he was older, if he was 18 or so, then I would be like, yeah, go for it. He's grown. He knows what the right and wrong is. But a little kid, 10 years old, that's dirty pool. Dirty pool. Yeah, you're right, Diana. If you love somebody, sometimes you do have to. Sometimes couples, when they're in a relationship, sometimes they have to kind of separate for a little while to figure themselves out or find themselves or heal, and then they come back together. I see that happen a lot with clients. So sometimes you do have to let somebody go in order to help them find themselves. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Robert's researching the Futurama episode. Thank you, Robert. Find out the season and the title for us, please. But yeah, Disney movies are definitely interesting and fun. I think that another one I really like is the Frog Princess. I like that one. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite, but I do like a lot of aspects. I like the music in it a lot. I like the songs. I love frogs in general, so of course I'm going to be attracted to that. I like the prince in that one too. And I like the villain in that one as well. Terrible because he's a psychic, but he's a good villain. What am I going to He's a good villain. You got to call it what it is. And I thought that that was an interesting one, the Frog Princess. I actually think they have the Frog Princess on Netflix. You can watch that right now if anybody has not seen it yet. It's definitely worth seeing once. Some of these movies are not like some you can watch a bunch of times and others you can't. But the Frog Princess I think was good. Okay, Robert's gonna find it. He said he'll post it on Wednesday. Yeah, don't knock yourself out. You'll find it. I don't remember. I don't know if it's the one that I'm thinking about. In case anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, it's a Futurama episode that we're trying to track down the name and the title of. But I remember one where they went into the internet, and it was early on. It was like season one or two. It was early on in the series. They all went into the internet, and like they were actually in the internet, like walking around in it, which I think is kind of cool. Kind of Wreck It Ralph style. If you guys have seen Wreck It Ralph, it was like that where they were actually like walking through the internet or walking around the internet. Which imagine if we could do that. If you can visit the internet like it's a mall, that'd just be so. It'd be really cool, but it'd also be kind of weird. I don't know. It'd be a weird, weird situation. Yeah, I love the villain in Frog Princess. Fun fact. Fun fact. The guy who plays the villain, Dr. Facilier, in The Frog Princess, also plays the voice of Goliath in Disney Gargoyles, which BTW. If you guys have not seen Disney Gargoyles, that show is thebomb.com. I remember when that came on, I was in high school, not to date myself, but whatever. I was in high school when that show came on. And I remember watching that show and being fascinated with it and being shook. I was shooketh that Disney was making such an adult cartoon. Like that show. That was around the same time that like Batman the animated series was on the air, Batman Superman Adventure, and I love those two. And I thought Batman the animated series was such a good show because it was so deep. It was more adult and it had such like adult themes. I always thought that was really fascinating that they had a cartoon that was so deep and rich and layered. And there are some Batman the animated series episodes that freak me out that like I can't revisit them because they're just too freaky. But the fact that they were so layered and interesting and deep, I love that about the show. And the way that they did the art style is like this film noir kind of thing. I thought was really interesting as well. They did really well with that show. But then Gargoyles came on and I was like, holy damn, this show is interesting. I don't want to do spoilers for you guys in case you've never seen it, but if you guys have Disney Plus, I would highly suggest you give Gargoyles a go. There are, like with most shows, going to be some crappy episodes here and there, but in general, holy damn. Just watch the first 4 episodes and see, that show gets crazy. I love how they adapted it to like Shakespeare's works. I love how there's so many layers in that show. It's insane. If you like stuff that's rich and layered and continuing storylines and like deep characters and like twists and turns and you don't know what's going to happen and like oh my god, that show is crazy. And it was so adult. Like they even used the word kinky in an episode of a Disney cartoon. Kinky. I was shook. I'm telling you. When would you expect to hear in a kids cartoon, a Disney kids cartoon that was on after school at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, kinky? I was like, what is happening in my life? I love this show. So just saying, that is like the level of craziness that was happening with this show. And I still love that show. I think Lexington was my favorite gargoyle. I'm just gonna say. He was like the brainy one. I liked Brooklyn too, but I think Lexington was more my favorite. But anyway, uh, and it's also a show that had a lot of romance in it. So if you like the romance, then that is definitely a show for you. This has just gotten so crazy off topic. I love it. Yeah, your father watched Gargoyles. I know you told me that before. Batman the Animated Series was the bomb. Joker is amazing, voiced by Mark Hamill. Yeah, Mark Hamill did an amazing job with the Joker. He was great. The Joker was really good. I mean, amazing. I loved that whole era of animation that Warner Brothers did. Batman, Superman, Justice League, they were all amazing. They were voiced really great. Kevin Conroy did Batman, amazing. I even loved Batman. What was it called? Batman Forever. The in the future. I love that show. That was another one. It had some freaky episodes that I cannot like rewatch, but it was a really good show. I loved him in the future as like an old man dealing with the kid. I thought that was really interesting. I love the future aspect of the show and how oh my god, so good, so good, so good. I loved Batman, the Batman Forever. Yeah, Gargoyles has a moral in every episode. That is 100% true. I like that about it. I love the romance in Gargoyles. I'm just going to say. I thought it was really, really interesting how they did everything. I love the layers and how the characters were so interesting. Brooklyn was your favorite gargoyle? I like Brooklyn too. I liked Brooklyn a lot. I felt like he was like the more like relatable one. Like he was the tortured one. He was the one that like was kind of always a little unhappy with his lot in life. And I always kind of felt bad for him, but I also think Lexington is just really cute and adorable. Um and I just liked him. But the show in general had so many twists and turns, so many layers, so many different elements. It's like just if you guys have Disney Plus, I would urge you to watch some episodes of Gargoyles. I'm telling you, you will be shook at like the level of detail and um just the layers and detail that they put into a kids cartoon. Like this is a kids cartoon from Disney. You will be shook at all of the different elements. I mean, it's crazy. Great stuff that happens in that show is crazy. And I don't know. It is just a crazy, crazy thing. I just have so much love for that show. But yeah, so definitely it's fun talking about shows we like. I like having these kind of discussions. I think that it's fun to kind of jam out with different topics. I like that, when we get together, we sometimes talk about different things, random things. And I think that adds fun. It adds to the spontaneity and the sporadic nature of a live stream that you don't really know what you're going to talk about. So I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday. We're going to do a show on Wednesday. We're going to have a meditation. So get yourself ready for that. It's going to be all about clearing away those blockages, those negative words that are holding you back. And I want you guys to think about some pick a card readings you want me to do on Wednesday. And I also want you to think about some subjects that you might want to talk about. Different things, whether they are related to spiritual stuff, psychic stuff, whether they're related to TV shows and pop culture. Think about stuff. I like talking about lots of different things, and I think it's fun to talk about lots of different things. So just, keep that going. I want to wish you guys all a happy Valentine's Day. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight on Valentine's Day, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the show. I really enjoyed the show tonight. It was really fun. I had a great time. And I will see you guys all on Wednesday. Again, Susan won and Alia won, so you guys get in contact with me for your readings. And I wish you guys all a good night. I will see you guys all on Wednesday. Take care.